Oh, boy.
Oh, Holly, honey. There's your aunt.
She doesn't run my life.
No, but she certainly tries to. Now you'll catch it.
I suppose so.
You'll be ready when I come back?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be here then, honey, with the finest pair of thoroughbreds in El Paso.
Adios, Malcolm.
Adios.
Well, Holly, what do you know about that man?
Enough.
He's twice your age, a professional gambler.
I know it.
The Scully's affairs are the talk of Texas.
He warned me you'd bring that up.
He's killed several men.
In duel.
In cold-blooded murder.
You're against him like everyone else. Well, I'm going to marry him.
Not if your father knows it.
I'll marry him before Father can do anything about it.
Far from my home, take me where the Cimarron flows. My heart waiting yonder, far from my roaming, there where the Cimarron flows.
Boy, seem to be feeling kind of good. Maybe got a hold of some of that singing vino down at Portales, huh?
Must be home to me and where alone, rolling, winding me roll on above the Lord above knows. Oh, let me stay, let me live my days in comfort, where the Cimarron flows, down where the rolling Cimarron flows.
It's from El Paso.
It's from your sister Myra, Colonel. Do you mind if I have a look at my own mail?
Oh, no, that's all right. Think you better fetch her home?
I don't know if it'll do any good. Holly's half Spanish. And a Spanish girl in love is, well, you know, like her mother. Men follow that sort of beauty to the ends of the world.
Where you going, Colonel?
I think better in the saddle. Got to figure out what to do about Holly.
Colonel shouldn't ride that way.
No, he ain't as young as he used to be.
Get my horse.
You ride lookout along there. Frame. Friend Frame.
Yes, Game Card.
You take that side. I'll take this. Ease him into Paso del Muerte. Come on.
Look who's coming.
The old colonel seems worked up about something.
Could be because we're rustling his cattle.
The colonel's a gentleman. He wouldn't lose his temper over a little thing like that. Hey, he is worked up about something. Say, you two boys stay here and hold the old war horse off. We'll run them cattle out of sight in the canyon. But don't plug it.
Over here, boys. Come on. Come on.
Keep cutting.
Well, it was him or us. Gamecock said don't plug him. You won't squeal, will you, Wren? I guess we're in this together. I should have killed you before you pulled that trigger.
Skylark, you hit for fatalities and get a doctor.
He ain't dead.
Not yet.
Come on, Legs.
Hold on. You two head for El Paso. Right now. Fetch Holly home.
Holly, is there nothing I can say to stop you?
Nothing, Myra.
Your wedding day. There should be happiness and orange blossoms, not slinking away like a thief.
It's my life. Oh, Aunt Myra, I don't want to think of our parting like this.
Oh, my poor child.
What are you doing here?
Your daddy,
He's hurt.
Badly?
plenty.
Cappy sent us to fetch you home.
Don't pay any attention to him, Holly. It's just a trick to get you away.
But Malcolm, these are Father's men who love him. They wouldn't bring you a lying message.
You mean you intend going with them?
Yes, I do.
Now, you listen to me, Holly. I've gone to a lot of trouble to get this planned and arranged. What you're doing is stupid and silly.
Get my horse.
Look, Holly, I shouldn't have said that. But I care so much that I... When will you be back?
Perhaps never.
You don't mean that.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm not going to let you go.
Why, Malcolm! No! Don't
Listen,
be a fool!
Holly.
Los Calles! You better keep your hands to yourself.
We'll need fresh horses. Take those.
We can't ride no postage stamps, Miss Holly.
We'll change saddles. Come on, hurry up. Please, boys, hurry. Faster, boys. Faster, will you, Underlay? Let's go.
Colonel said for you to be a good little soldier, Holly. And so, Colonel, we leave you here alone with the one you loved, where you can look down over the old trail and the Cimarron. The grandest spot on earth, you always said. And Colonel, help us to watch over it and keep it for your little girl. Now, boys, I have in mind the Colonel would like to have you sing his favorite song.
On the prairie, my candles are stars in the sky. And there on the prairie, I'm willing to stay till I die. With just a dusty altar made of tumbleweed, humbly perfumed with a prayer on the prairie to comfort me, carry me through.
Colonel's dead. Come here. Everyone. We're gonna have a showdown. Which one of you done it? Well, I ain't no squealer. So it was you. Any last words? Colonel Ripple and me fought against each other in the war. After that, we fought all over this territory. Him and me had kind of a understanding. And when we got too old to ride, we'd go out together. Boots on. I guess you can't savvy that.
Yes, I think I do.
Colonel and I loved the same woman. I don't believe you're the breed that could shoot the Colonel down without giving him an even break.
Old Gamecock ain't so smart after all. We got out of that easy. You may think you're out of it, but you're going to pay for killing Ripple. When am I going to pay? And who? Someday you're going to pay me.
What do you think Gamecock's going to do now?
You'd better let us ride or I'm going to pull out.
Me too. Steers are $30 a head up at the mines and no questions asked.
Here we come.
Men, you all knew Colonel Ripple. And I don't need to tell you that he was the one man big enough to keep some pretense of law and order in this country. Rustling when he was alive was a man's job. It'll be years before another man like him turns up. Maybe never. But there's another side to it that ain't so good for us. With him gone, every outlaw in 7 states will flock here.
Does that mean you're quitting?
It means that all bars are down. We take whatever we can before somebody beats us to it.
This is a sick-looking outfit. Yeah, old Gamecock and his gang sure got us on the run. Tain't only Gamecock. Every desperado on this continent's come west.
$200 more head ghosted out of Snow Valley.
200!
Hey, where's Legs?
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Thought he was with you. He wasn't in the chow this morning.
Well, now you know just how bad things really are. Guess you better go back to your Aunt Myra in El Paso. I'll sell the ranch for you, and then...
Sell this?
Yeah.
The land my mother inherited? The rancho my father died for? Oh, no, Cappy. I'm staying.
Alone here with a crazy bunch of buckaroos?
Dad always said a good soldier under fire doesn't turn his back on the enemy. Besides, I've sent for Aunt Myra.
Myra Ripple? Is she coming here to live?
Yes, Cappy. She'll be at Portales on the next stage.
Oh, boy.
Legs. Legs. Where's your pony? Tell me.
My pony's dead, Miss Holly. I come up on two fellers running off our riding stock in Pecos Basin. They plugged jiggers right out from under me. I raised him from a colt. He just fit my crooked legs. He was hacking more rein. He could stop on a scratch and spin on a dime.
Legs. I'll buy you the best top pony in all of New Mexico.
He sure was a good little horse, Miss Holly.
Holly, don't you leave this ranch till I get back.
Howdy, Heaver. Howdy, Cappy.
Here I am loaded for bear. The best I can get the polecat.
Why, Cappy, I was just aiming to cut a few of my own broncs out of that bunch.
Shooting's too good for a low-down rustling nester. I'm gonna hang you hard, Hayman. Hit the ground fast.
Drop it, Grandpop. Lay your gun on me, will you? Why, you old...
Cut it, Haver.
Open the gate, old-timer.
Holly, go back!
Hey, what is this?
What's it look like?
Horse stealing.
That's right. Don't admit nothing. That's Colonel Ripple's daughter. Two witnesses against us. You wouldn't kill a woman.
You mean that half-breed mix? Sure, why not?
I'm very grateful.
I didn't do that for you, Miss Ripple.
Oh, perhaps you'd prefer something more substantial than thanks.
Do you really want to do something for me?
Yes.
Then never ride out on this range again alone.
Why not?
There are thousands of unprotected cattle attract every desperado in the country. Every canyon has its rustlers' camp. Some of them, like Haver, don't have any more regards for a woman than they have for property rights. Riding alone, you might find that out.
Thank you very much. I'll follow your advice. Why not?
I don't think you'd want to shake hands with me if you knew my name. It's Frame. Ren Frame.
Frame, wait a minute. You know, you don't belong among thieves.
Once in, there's no way out.
Yes, there is, if you work for me.
We'd use more fighting men.
It'd never work out.
Plenty men like you turned out all right.
One of us three's crazy. Maybe all of us. I'd be obliged to you, old timer, if you'd take Miss Ripple and get out of here.
Well, if all the ungrateful lowdowns know, but what the...
Frame, there'll always be a job waiting for you.
You blistering idiot.
Beaver had it coming.
I ain't never made a mistake. Horses, cattle, or men. You're the first.
You'd have done the same thing.
Me's? I got brains. I did have before I started messing around with you, trying to teach you a few tricks. Education, that's what done it. Education and law learning. Might have knowed it'd come to no good. Shooting my best man.
That's your best. I'm still alive.
Wipe that grin off in your face for
Before you what?
Shooting Heaver when you want looking.
That's a lie.
Well, why don't you shoot?
Not you, Gamecock.
I knowed you was yeller. That's why you're scared to take that woman's job.
I can't take it. I could have prevented her father's death, and every time I looked at her, I'd think of that.
Maybe that's what the Almighty intended. Maybe he wanted you to do one wrong, so that to right it should do a lot of good.
What are you talking about?
About a young feller that might someday be as good a man as Colonel Ripple was.
If I take that job, Gamecock, it makes us enemies.
That's right.
Hey, fellas, here she comes. Hey, boys, she's here. Miss Holly. Kathy. Oh, Kathy.
Come on, Myra. You can look out for that step now. Look out for that
You're not
step.
acting so no at all. Kathy, please. Kathy. Who do you think was on the stage? Anybody important?
Malcolm Lascales.
The Scallies, huh?
Yes. He got off at Portales. He's up to some brand of mischief.
Oh, I'm not.
He's killed men just on a pretext. Do you think he'll ever forgive or forget a woman? The only woman who ever got the best of him? No.
Cappy, Miss Holly, look.
Santa Claus bringing me something?
Yeah, it's your turkey. If you miss him, I'll get him. Put on those guns!
job for a writer, Miss Ripple?
Yes. Put your roll in the bunkhouse and get settled and report back to me.
Thank you.
Miss Holly, I don't aim to bunk with no rustling horse killer.
I should be very sorry to lose you, Legs.
Give me my dinero. Then I got something to do.
I wouldn't, Legs. Not that I don't think you ain't a good little man, but...
I'll whittle him down to my size.
I'm telling you, Crane will step on you like he was a little cucaracha.
I'll play your hand, Legs.
Bravo! Come in the house. I want to talk to you.
Pay me off.
When you're packed and ready to vamoose. And not then if you start a fracas.
Well, of all the driveling, doddering, dog robbing, slave driving, bone stealing, snake eating old turkey buzzards, you take the cake.
Boys look like they've been run through a buzzsaw.
Looks like they're aiming to stick their nose in the same buzzsaw again. If they had any brains, they wouldn't be cowpokes.
Excuse me. Legs. I didn't kill your pony.
You're lying. Even if it wasn't you, there's that sidewinding partner of yours, Heaver. All snakes are belly crawlers.
That Palomino I rode in has brains and speed. You'd take him to replace Jiggers.
Where'd you steal him? I don't straddle no horse thief's throwaways. I might catch your bad habits.
So promise me you won't fight with Frame. Brothers, I didn't expect you to treat me like this.
Your daddy learned me that the only good rustler is a dead one.
Oh, listen, please. I'm appealing to you because... Well, because you're more than just one of my cowboys.
Well, what am I?
One of my knights.
Knight. Well, what's that?
A knight. Well, Brazos, it's sort of a soldier. A person who'll go out and fight and even die for a noble idea.
I ain't no knight. Just a cowhand. Yeah, and the best idea I ever had was to outdraw that son of a six-shooter.
You fool. You big, handsome, simple-headed lummox. I'm only trying to save your life and you won't let me. All right, go on out and get yourself killed. Go on, you legs both. See if I care. Get out, Farrell! Admira! Admira!
Ah, now then.
What are you going to do with men when they act like that?
All men act alike in the springtime. There's only room in their heads for two things, fighting and kissing. That's why I stayed an old maid.
That's for nothing, rustler. Why don't you show your hand?
Because I had that coming.
So, You're one of them short-spurred roosters that can only fight in your own backyard. Yeah, you're just like all the rustlers. When the odds ain't with you, you're low down and you're yellow. Or you doesn't even make a draw. Me and Legs is shaking loose from such dirt.
We're with you, brother.
Yeah, let's get out. Come on, let's pack.
Hold it, boys. Marshal's outside.
Tell the law to come get his meat. It's all chawed up for him.
He doesn't happen to want a friend. He wants you to.
Well, what for?
Horse stealing.
How's the bushel ever bigger than Legs?
These your horses, sir?
Indeed they are. Those are the two rustlers that stole them from me in Texas.
I gotta iron you two together.
Marshal, I'll be responsible. I'll put up bail.
I'm afraid you can't do that, Holly. There's no bail for horse thieves in this territory.
That's right. I'm delivering them to Texas. All they'll need down there will be a judge and a rope. Eh, Mr. Lascelles?
Well, that sounds all right to me, Marshal. Arrest them and let's get started.
Just a moment. Where are your extradition papers?
My what?
Your extradition papers.
I got warrants. That's all I need.
That's not enough. You can't take a prisoner across the border without the governor's consent and signature. And incidentally, where's your brand?
Brand? I don't disfigure my thoroughbreds.
Well, that's too bad.
What do you take me for? A common stockman?
Now that you ask, I take you for a short-deck gambler.
Marshal, I think it's sufficient that I identify my property.
Hardly.
Why not?
Because our poor, uncouth, and uncivilized territorial laws.
Territorial laws. What do you know about them?
Well, I don't know a great deal, but I do know that all stock animals of any nature, variety, or breed, thoroughbred or scrub, if over the age of 1 year, must be branded or nicked in the ear by a registered brand or mark as prescribed by the legislative acts of 1879.
Why, that's ridiculous.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Oh, Article 16, Paragraph 11. That's the trouble with our laws. They're all so full of loopholes.
Dead blasted, he's right.
You mean I've got to abide by that?
I reckon so.
Well, that's certainly great.
Yes, we think so. And since it's such a long ride back to Texas, I'll make you a present of these horses.
Well, nothing could be fairer than that.
Oh, shut up.
You two ought to go crawl in a hole and eat crow. If it wasn't for Ren Frayne to be on your way to Texas in a rawhide necktie.
I'll buy the drinks, Ren. Go on, apologize.
What for?
'Cause you're sorry.
Well, I ain't.
Well, you better be.
Oh, go ahead and boot me. Thanks.
You sure showed the law where to head in that time.
Yes, you did.
Say, can you sing? We need a baritone.
Yeah, we
Boys, wait a minute. From now on, when Cappy's away, you'll take orders from Red.
How are you, Gamecock?
You gypped me and my boys out of 5,000 over the Portales poker tables last night. Hand it over.
I don't think I'll do that. What I win, I keep.
Is that so? Go to gunning.
Now, wait a minute, Gamecock, now. You wait just a minute. Now, doesn't it strike you as a little bit odd that I should deliberately ride right into your hands? Huh? Use your head now. Doesn't it?
Well,
Well, I'll tell you why I did it. I think you need a partner, Gamecock.
Need a partner?
Yes. I think I can prove it to you. Every day, rival train crews are driving closer and closer. Also, thousands of men are jamming in from the east to the big silver strikes. That means only one thing. The price of beef is going to be higher and higher. Now, unfortunately, Gamecock, you can't demand top prices for Russell steers. But I've got the necessary connections, so I can. That's why you need me. Now, I'll make you a proposition. You furnish the beef, I'll furnish the means of disposing of it through respectable channels. Huh? What do you say?
It's a deal.
$45,000 worth of beef on the hoof. Isn't that something to look at?
Yes. Happy, look.
Off up there in those trees.
You fellas round up these cattle before they get all over creation.
Hold your heart, honey, till he stood the final test.
I'm going to arrange that at my party tonight.
And whose fault was it?
Who said that?
You've been slipping ever since you got rid of Frame. What chance have we got when he knows all our tricks?
You aim to get going or go to gunning? Any more opinions?
Well, I'd like to ask a question.
Yes, what is it?
Well, since Frame seems to be the fly in our ointment, why don't we do something about him?
As long as you elected yourself a partner in a going concern, why don't you do something about it?
That's not a bad idea. I guess I will.
Sure like to be at that Ripple Fiesta tonight.
Oh, the covered wagon rolled right along, while the pioneers gave out in happy song.
Me and Pappy did the driving, Mammy cooked and kept us thriving,
and the covered wagon rolled right along.
Oh, we came up on a trading post one night. Pappy got the trader cornered out of sight. while Pappy lied and pleaded. Mammy took the things we needed, and the covered wagon rolled right along. Pappy whooped the sheriff and got thrown in jail. Oh, Mammy had to hawk the mule to go his bail. Oh, then she said, we're going places. It stole Pappy to the traces, and the covered wagon rolled right along. For our clothes we had to skin the buffalo, poor buff. But when winter came and brought the ice and snow, cold and rough, Pappy's pants ran out of leather. Mammy prayed for milder weather, and the covered wagon rolled right along. Now at playing poker, Pappy won his fame. Once he got an Indian chief into a game. Pappy wound up with 4 deuces and the squaw with 6 papooses, and the covered wagon rolled, roll, 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 roll right along.
Shall we?
Fiestas before a long drive were Mother's idea. She loved her vaqueros. She called them el Caballero de los Campos, which in Spanish means Knights of the Range. She always knew when they rode away so gallantly, some of them would never return. It was her way of saying the most beautiful of Spanish farewells. Hasta la vista. Well, I've danced with every one of my knights except you.
Would you mind waiting for a waltz?
Oh, I love it.
I never could bounce the polka.
Red, Cappy isn't going on the drive to Roswell. You'll be in charge.
I will.
Yes. When you deliver the cattle, that's your authority to collect the payment in cash.
Cash? That'll amount to around $45,000. You trusting me with that much money?
Yes, Red.
Don't place that burden on me.
Burden?
Because I'm a thief.
You were.
How do you know I won't steal again?
It's worth much more than that for me to find out. This is our waltz, friend.
Miss Ripple doesn't care to dance with you.
I don't think you know what you're talking about. There was a time when she wouldn't speak to a thief. You seem to have become less particular, Holly.
A reputation like yours carries an odor all the way from Texas. The only thing you like is black fur with white stripes. Next time, perhaps you won't insult a lady's hospitality by wearing a gun.
Well, I can assure you of one thing. Next time, I won't wear a coat.
Get Mr. Lascala's hat, Brazos. He's leaving.
Good evening.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Miss Holly, I'll get the boys together. It's almost time to start the drive.
I'll be watching from the knoll.
All right. Good night.
They'd better get started, hadn't they, Cappy?
Yes, I guess they had.
Keep your steers bunched close together and move them slowly. I don't want them to lose weight on the trail. All right, now let's get them started.
Gotta move along, move along, move along, move along. Morning on the trail, dawning's in the sky. Time to get the doggies on their way. Every doggie knows that the time is drawing nigh. Gotta get going, it's there. Sun is rising, so amble on. There'll be new horizons, there'll be a new dawn. It's morning on the trail, once the morning falls. Time to get going, once more. Get along, get along, get along, get along. Morning on the trail, dawn is in the sky. Time to get going, gotta move along the way.
You love Holly, don't you? Why don't you do your share of the courting?
Don't you know Cappy?
Did you shoot her father?
No. But I could have saved her. How can I tell her about myself? I can't prove my whole life is dead.
Why don't you try it, son?
The one man who was kind to me when I needed a friend the most was a rustler.
Gamecock?
Things might come up that would bring tragedy to Holly if I... So you see, Cappy, Holly's not for me.
No, I don't see. Why don't you quit being noble and feeling sorry for yourself? You know, most of the things we're afraid of never happen. The main thing is, you're fighting on the right side now. My Red, there's a balance of good and bad in every son of a cactus patch worth his hide. And this West is a big new card country that brings one another out mighty fast. No, it ain't the start of a race they pay off on. It's the finish. She's up there on that knoll, looking down here and thinking of nobody in the world but... if I was a young fella, in love, mind you, why don't you wave your hat to her? She'll understand. I wonder if you do.
Why...
Men not wait till it's getting too late and the cool of the morning is gone. Morning on the trail, what's the morning for? Time to get going, one more, dearly.
Frame's on his way back from Roswell.
How do you know?
I just got word by a Navajo rider from my agent.
So what?
So what? He's carrying $45,000 in cash.
Now, what do you expect us to do?
That's a silly question. I expect you to get it. It's easier than rustling, isn't it?
Come on, Gamecock, let's go get him.
Shut up. What do you expect to do? Sit back and watch while we do all the work?
That's right.
Foxy, ain't you, Texas? Wren will be out of your way for good. You'll have the dinero Holly Ripple's been betting on him. If that ain't a snaky way of getting a gal.
Gamecock, I wouldn't take that from a gentleman, much less from you.
Then go to gunning.
Oh, no. I'm not going to reach for my gun. I got no hankering to die. Well, what are you standing around for? You want that money or don't you? Train will be riding through Paso de la Muerte in less than an hour. Come on, let's get going.
Come on, you take a leg, come on. Come on, you fellas, hurry up.
Come on, up, the sun is up. Come on, Grandma, hit the deck.
Oh, hello.
When'd you get in, Skylar?
Last night. It was late and we didn't want to wake you.
Oh, Ren.
Oh, he stayed over a day or two because the bank didn't have enough cash for the payment. But Brazos and Legs, they stayed over too.
Mind how your ma used to sit right here watching for the colonel. Never brought him home no sooner.
You take Jackson, Burt, and Slim and get behind those rocks and wait for him. Come on, boys, follow me. Get him, boys.
Talk to the gamecock.
The gamecock's dead. If you talk, you'll talk to me.
here.
Boys, come here.
Lascalas. Hey, Mr. Blood, friend Frayne. Eso don muerte. You sure growed to look like your ma, huh? She was moved. Beneath.
Hit it off on the road.
What, and get shot?
I am shot. Seems like I always get it in the legs.
I told you to spend your money for a wooden leg instead of for liquor. How's it feel, pal?
I'm all right.
Legs, give me some shells.
I'm all out.
So am I.
Go on, Slim, get around behind him.
Take care of legs.
Yeah, I'm all right. There it is.
He brought it back.
It brought you back.
Don't let me wander far from my home. Take me where the Cimarron flows. My heart waiting yonder far from my roaming there, where the Cimarron flows.
Now, come on, way out here. Don't be afraid. Look, if you fall in, it's all right, because I can swim and I can save you.
You can?
Sure. Come on out the way out here. That's it.
Rolling, rolling,